What's up, guys? It's Techno Viking 23 coming to you today with another Mass Effect character episode, Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. As you guys know, I'm doing this little series where I'm going through and going over some of the rarer characters, some of the characters I really enjoy using playing in the game, and also some characters that people are suggesting that I use. Now, normally I would be doing characters that I'm a huge fan of, that I really like to play with in the game. But I did ask for subscribers to submit their character builds and characters they'd like to see me play with. So I've had a couple suggestions, and this one is from Texan Joe's Coffee House. He is a kind of an Xbox friend of mine I play Mass Effect with every so often. And he suggested that I use the Talon Mercenary Engineer. And I think he was just trying to be funny, quite honestly, because this is one of my least favorite characters in Mass Effect multiplayer. I don't know why, I just don't like this guy. He seems to die every 5 seconds. It's like he's made out of tissue paper. He's got a cool Omni-Bow, but it's kind of confusing on how to use it sometimes. And yeah, so really not one of my favorite characters. I usually don't use this guy at all unless I'm playing bronze or trying to grind out some of the achievements that you need him for. So my revenge on Texan Joe's Coffee House is I'm going to leave his YouTube channel in the link below, and he's actually debating about starting his own YouTube channel. He has been sort of putting plans in motion and working on his channel art and other things. I want you guys to all go to his channel and encourage him to do a video or two to get started. Give him some kind words of encouragement. That's going to be his punishment for suggesting I use this terrible character. I'm just kidding. I just want to see some people encourage him a little bit so that we can have another member of the Mass Effect and gaming community, giving their opinions and viewpoints on things. So go over there and encourage him. And in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and get into this character and show you guys how I'm going to build him out for this silver gameplay and go over weapons and things. So let's take a look at his powers. Like I said, this guy has the Omni-Bow, which is kind of cool. Now, he is an engineer class, which is really kind of weird because he does not really have any engineering type powers. He doesn't really help a team out too much. He's just, I don't know, kind of a solo lone wolf type player character. Just like I said, not really any debuffs or any good powers that normally the other engineer classes have. So we've got the Cane Trip Mine. This is actually a really good power. I shouldn't say that all overall. He does have some good abilities. You attach a C4 proximity explosive to a surface that decimates defense. It's highly effective against armor, shields, and barriers, and it does consume a grenade charge. So we have this one 6 slotted out. Again, you attach that mine to the surface, and what will happen is it shoots a laser across, and enemies will walk through it, and it explodes, and it does a ton of damage. If you can get the enemies to actually walk through it, that's kind of the problem. Sometimes they're kind of smart, and they won't go right through it. But if you can get enough, 2 of these down in an area with a big cluster of enemies, you can take a ton of them out in a big chunk. All right, so we got increased damage by 20%. We got increased damage by 30%, or you can again increase the explosion radius. You guys know me by now. I'm always going for just pure damage for the most part. You can increase your grenade capacity by 2 or go to armor damage. I always go for armor damage because it's just more useful against certain enemies. And then we can again increase the damage or the explosion radius. And again, I'm going for pure straight up damage. So these will do a ton when they explode. Then we go on to concussive arrows. This is one of his Omni-Bow powers. Actually, how you will use this is you will use the corresponding button to activate this power. And then you will hold down B for the heavy melee. And that's how it will use this ability here. So you can see there it loads 3 concussive charges into your Omni-Bow to increase impact, force, knock down unarmored enemies, and increases the number of arrows fired simultaneously. When you run out of charges, you will fire normal arrows again. The way the Omni-Bow works is if you use your heavy melee, you will actually shoot arrows. And so when you charge it with one of these, you can get 3 shots, and then you're going back to your heavy melee. You can just reuse the power again. These recharge pretty quick, but they do use a grenade charge. That's the only thing. So you have to kind of grab those ammo boxes, right? In some cases, these grenades actually, I think, recharge on their own over a set period of time. So you can see there, rank 3, you're going to increase force and damage. When we get to rank 4, you can increase damage and force, or you can increase grenade capacity. I always go for increased damage and force, mostly because half the time I forget I have the Omni-Bow and I forget to use it. Rank 5, I go with shock, which adds an electrical effect for 100% damage over 5 seconds and also stuns the target, and it can be detonated by other players who can do tech explosions. Or you can chill the arrows to slow an enemy's movement, increase all damage done to it. Both of these are pretty good, but I go for the electrical shock to do some more damage. And then in rank 6, you can go with grenade capacity or arrow count, so you'll do more arrows in a shot. I like to carry a few extra grenades there with these, so you go with that one there. Now, armor-piercing arrows work kind of the same way. You're going to load these into your Omni-Bow again. You get 3 charges with this. These are really effective against armor. You can see they're damaged by 20%. We go for damage by 30% versus grenade capacity. You can do a shred a target, doing an additional 50% damage over 5 seconds, or you can increase damage done to armor by 35%. I like just having damage over time, so that's one of the reasons I usually favor these powers. And then in rank 6, you can increase your arrow count or increase your grenade capacity. Again, I go with more capacity there. So that is how we do armor-piercing arrows. Now, his trait pool is Elite Mercenary. It's going to increase your power and weapon damage. Your battery pack will slowly regenerate a charge that can be consumed to lay cane trip mines or to equip concussive or armor-piercing arrows. So you increase your power damage and force, increase your weapon damage. I go for increased weapon damage. And then I'm not going to go all the way out to 6 with him on this because I've already 6 slotted all his other powers. And then we get to Omni Bub Mastery, which is kind of like your same thing as your fitness pool. You boost health, shields, and Omni Bow damage. And they are considered melee attacks. A little bit extra from melee boost. So we do health and shields, Omni Bow damage, and then health and shields again. Because this guy has got very low. I think he's 500 and 500 when he starts out. So I like at least 4 slot him. You get 700 health, 700 shields. He's still made of tissue paper. He dies very fast. And you kind of have to play him from cover and from a distance, which sometimes is an issue for me. I like to play aggressively, and sometimes he's not the greatest for that. Now, for my equipment, I'm going to go with Disruptor Rounds 3. I've got a Strength Enhancer, which is going to give me more melee damage, which helps with the Omni-Bow. I've got Shield Booster 5 to kind of help out with his low shields. And then a Stabilization Module to help out with my Sniper Rifle and Shotgun. Now, for weapons on him, like I said, I want to try to play him from a distance, so I'm using a bit of a more aggressive, lower damage, high fire rate Sniper Rifle, the M13 Raptor X. This is actually one of my favorite snipers. I do like this. It's, I think, kind of a Cerberus weapon, but it does a pretty decent amount of damage unless you fire off a lot of shots from a good distance. And my backup, in case I have to go close range, I've got the M27 Scimitar Shotgun, one of my favorite shotguns in Mass Effect 3. And you really don't have to worry about recharge speed with this guy since he does automatically kind of regenerate grenades with that Omni-Bow package. So overall, hoping this is going to be a fairly effective build, and praying to God we don't get collectors. So anyways, guys, hang on for just a second, and we will get into some silver gameplay with the Talon Mercenary Engineer. All right, guys, so we got into some silver gameplay here. Kind of got into a match in progress, so we are going up against some Reapers. And I'm going to try to use the Talon Mercenary here without getting absolutely murdered. Let's see how we can do here. Now, I did bring, this is one of the reasons I brought the Sniper along. It kind of makes some of these longer maps a little bit easier to deal with. We are on Firebase Rio, not exactly a great map here, but it'll do. You see here, I am using the Omni-Bow, which is just holding down the heavy melee on the controller, and it allows me to take some of these guys out from a pretty good distance. So you can see, look how quick my shields drop. This guy is not very durable. This Marauder is just handing me my ass right here. He just barely even touched me. I'm going to throw some cane trip mine out here. I'll switch up to a shotgun and give this guy a little stomach full of buckshot there. Put another cane trip mine down. And these things, when the enemies go across them, they explode and do a ton of damage. So that's what we're hoping happens there. It doesn't always work that way, but you never know. You can see there we got 10 cane trip mines. Oh, I think you can only have 2 of those active at a time. If you put out more, one of them will explode. Then we've also got 10 charges for our Omni-Bow. Not really sure why we need that many because they regenerate pretty quick. And tend to do pretty good with those there. So this is not a great map. It's got this nice kind of overlook point up here, but it's very easy to get swarmed on this map. There's not a whole lot of really good hiding places either. So you see there, we did get a kill with the trip mine. We'll do armor on the Omni-Bow and see what it can do against that brute. You see it did do a little bit of damage there. So we got some nice, got an assist on him. And we can take out this husk. So the Omni-Bow is pretty cool, I have to admit. I'm still not a huge fan of this character for his durability reasons, but it is pretty nice to be able to use kind of a different attack power. And you really can do kind of unlimited with those, really. Oh god, who are we getting killed by here? But I don't even know, I got shot like once there and it took down all his shields and a health bar. It's like just... he's just not very durable. Let's see, these guys are flanking us, it looks like. Yep, here we go. Now, if you just tap B, you'll do like a kind of a real quick, kind of a wimpy little shot there, you can see, but hold down B and it shoots off the big one you want to stick with. It charges pretty quick, so it's not, you know, nothing you have to really worry about. But you can see here, this does kill pretty quickly and pretty effectively. Still not a huge fan of this character, though. We got a bunch of guys coming this way. That's why we got our sniper rifle with him. We want to stay as far away from combat as possible. Because he does get, he is not very durable. We do have a Geth Juggernaut on the team, that's always helpful. So we got the Omni-Bow kill on the cannibal there. And this is the M13 Raptor. It's a pretty solid sniper rifle. I really do like it. You can put a lot of hits on target pretty quick. And if you can get headshots with it, you can kill pretty fast. Even though it's not what some people would consider to be a really great sniper rifle, it's not, you know, one of the best ones in the game. It's still pretty good. It's a good run and gun sniper too, especially for use with the infiltrator class. It can really come in handy there. All right, we got that brute down. Let's see if we can get this Banshee with the Omni-Bow. There we go. Nice. Very nice. Well, at least we got one with a trip mine. Let's go. We'll stick another one right there. That seems to be a good spot. The guys keep crawling. There we go. Hey, buddy. There you go. That seems to be a really good spot to put them, so we'll keep sticking them there. The guy comes right up the ladder, and it's like, oh, crap. Boom. I still got one over there on the hallway there in case anybody tries to come up that way, but that seems to be a good spot to stick them there. All right, wave 6, we got a hard drive to retrieve. Actually, looks like you're pretty clear on this end. That's actually, so maybe not. I spoke too soon. We got Ravagers, we got a Brute. I'm gonna charge that up. We'll see how this Omni-Bow can do against the Brute. No, it does pretty good, actually. Look at that. That's pretty surprising. We got a Marauder, so we can see if we can do shields here. Okay, yeah, no, we don't want to play around. Look at that. Look at that. My goodness. Okay, everybody's dying, so I'm going to use... I'm getting out of here. See if we can get revived. Look, I mean, look at this. It's like I barely get touched, and I'm just dead. It's just terrible. This is exactly what I was afraid of with this guy. He is sucktastic with. You see, we got a pretty nice multi-kill there with the Cane Trip Mine. That was good, but that does not make up for the fact this guy is made out of freaking tissue paper. Oh, that's all the way over there. Oh, another Marauder. Try to use the shielded Omni-Bow there. Well, that was nice. A nice little knockback effect. Well, this is just getting chaotic now. People are dying left and right. Let's see, another trip mine there. Let's see, can we get over to this guy? Oh, he's back on his feet. Okay. Switch over to the shotgun here, a little carnage. Alright, well, we got the objects recovered. That's good. If I could actually shoot somebody, we might be able to do some damage. But you guys saw there in that short little span just how easily this guy goes down. I mean, it's like if you get too close to the enemies, you're screwed. If you get too close to the bosses, you're screwed. And just can be very aggravating using him. But for myself, I would never use this. I wouldn't even use this guy in silver. He dies way too often. I don't like to be one of those teammates who's dying every 5 minutes, having people to have come revive me and things like that. I'm not really one of those teammates. I like to be able to be pretty reliable and be able to hold my own with powers and things and whatnot. And a lot of times with this guy, it's just, you never know. You take two hits and you're toast, and you might die in a pretty bad spot where your teammates can't get to you, or if you get surrounded by enemies with this guy, you're pretty much done. I gotta remember to check my back here, because I think, like I was saying, we're about to get swarmed by freaking whatever, I don't know. But, get out of the way. So we got another Cane Trip Mine kill. We got a Marauder there, and we got a couple of Cannibals. So the Cane Trip Mines are very good power to use. I just wish maybe they had that on a different type of character. Take these Ravagers out. These guys are just like Scions. They can really mess your team up really quick. As soon as you see those blue laser blasts aiming at you, you got to move, because they'll usually a 2 to 3 hit kill. They'll take you out really quickly. Let's see if we can stick another. Here we go. Right back on our ladder. Seems to be our death spot there. We got some Banshee coming here. We're going to use our shield one. Hopefully it'll help knock that barrier down. But yeah, the Omni-Bow is pretty cool. I mean, if you can stay alive with this guy and stay at range, you can see there, it doesn't take much for him to get whacked. It's like a couple hits and he's gone. He does not have a whole lot of health available to him. But this Omni-Bow does a decent amount of damage against armor, even on the silver level, which is fairly surprising. I think we missed half those shots. We got another Ravager there. That's not good. Again, these guys got to look at that. One hit from a Ravager, I'm already like dead. Okay, this is not good. I gotta take some cover here somewhere. Get some shields back. Okay, we got a Brute coming around the corner here, so we're gonna try to use our Omni-Bow. I think I'm backing right into, yeah, I'm going right into some other guys, which is not good. Do an overcover grab on a Brute, that would be awesome. Of course, right as I'm getting ready to fire my Omni-Bow to kill the Brute, he kills me, because I'm made out of tissues. Trying to figure out how I revived over here when I was on the other side of the map, but oh well. Not gonna question it. And of course, as I try to revive him, I'm gonna get smacked by that Ravager. That's okay, we got piercing on so we can shoot through cover. I think we lost one of our trip mines there. We still got that one up. Just saw something in yellow over here. Oh, another Ravager. And another Husk. Alright, let's see where we can put one on. Let's put one on that thing. As I stand there. Oh, that was a nice angled trip mine we just deployed, so I'll have to use another one. That's a great. I wonder if anybody will actually trigger that one off. And somehow we're on wave 9 with this guy. Amazing. Oop. This guy kind of snuck up on us there. Somebody's down. Can we get to him? That guy's going to go to him. Okay. Alright, so you've got a Banshee. Is anybody else coming from behind? Doesn't look like it. Charge up. Ouch, that's not cool. You hit me with your warp ball. They're actually doing surprisingly well with this character. I'm completely shocked. I mean, I've died a few times, but oh, get back. A bunch of Ravagers there. That's not good. Whittle these guys down a little bit. So the Banshee, okay. Is she coming to me? She's going the other way. Okay. I'm gonna take out their artillery here first, and then we'll work on the Banshee. Ouch. I'm just able to tank a little bit of damage with some of the character classes, but this guy is just, he takes the cake for being probably the softest character in this game. I mean, I thought the Drow were bad in terms of not having much, health and just being, you know, glass cannons. This guy is, he's just terrible. So, I wonder if anybody's ever soloed Platinum with this guy. I'm going to have to look it up. I know there's some really, really good Mass Effect 3 players. I wonder if anybody's ever soloed with this guy. Where is this freaking object? The green thing is pointing right. It's probably like right next to me. No, he's got it. Okay. I was like, where's it going? We got a little latency going on here. His gun is just going off, going crazy there. That's pretty funny. All right, what do we got? There's got to be some enemies coming from somewhere. Oh, there we go. And we got a Banshee. Watch out there, buddy. You're going to get one hit. I can't get a missile out fast enough. I don't know if I got it or not. I tried. I'm sorry, man. That's the only way you can get out of that one-hit kill animation is if somebody fires a missile early enough. And apparently I did not get it off early enough, but I did try. Oh, crap. Get out of the way. I don't know why I'm using a shotgun. I should have been using sniper rifle there. Oh, God, we got marauders over here. Get away. Take a couple Omni-Bows on those guys. We got another Banshee and a Brute. That's great. Somebody behind me? Yes, somebody is behind me. Son of a... get to cover, get to cover! Oh, man. Alright, don't get too close, buddy. Oh, those warp balls. Messing me up. Oh my god. Oh, this guy sucks. Oh, there's two Banshees. That's great. Let's see if we can't run around these guys. Need to clear some space. Oh, and there's a Ravager. That's great. Let's hit you with the Omni-Bow and see if it does anything. About a third of the damage. That's pretty good. And that one was just a straight up miss. What even hit me there? I was behind cover. Uh-oh. Oh, we got him. We didn't. Oh my god. So what is this guy good for? He's good for dying a lot. Look at that. I just got up and I'm already dead again. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I mean, if you have more than one enemy anywhere near you, you are going to die with this character. unless you're like freaking awesome at Mass Effect, unlike me. This guy is just horrible. Who thought it was a good idea to put him in multiplayer? Of all the good character class, you know, most of the other character classes at least have some value to them if they're fragile. This guy just is terrible. You know, these cane trip mines are pretty good if you can get them in the right spot, but you know, the Omni-Bow does a decent amount of damage, but it's just not impressive enough to me to justify using this character over anybody else. I mean, there's characters I really don't like in this game that I would use the Volus over this dude. Dude, don't kill my... I want to see if they'll come get my... see if they'll go past my mines. Brute. I will give it credit. You know, the Omni-Bow's got some pretty decent range, but I just... there we go. We got 2 husks. That works. Put another one out there. Whoa, easy now. We got a nice explosion there that hurt that brute pretty good. That always helps. All right, we got to be thinking about getting over to the extraction point here. Oh, yes, we do. We got brutes running around. We got banshees running around. Let's see if we can't lob a missile up here and at least take out the brute. And then we will get to extraction. All right, well, we at least made it to extraction. That's a good thing, I think. But, yeah, this guy just dies way too often. He just dies way too often for me to consider him a viable choice on anything above bronze. I think he's fine on bronze, but, yeah, not really a great character for using on silver. Anyways, guys, I hope you did enjoy the gameplay there at least. You get to see me die a whole lot using the Talon Mercenary. Texan Joe, you will rue the day you cross me on this one. Just kidding. But at least that was a little bit of a challenge. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.